Mount Sinai's location remains a mystery. For millennia, believers have revered Mount Sinai as the sacred site where Moses received the Ten Commandments, as described in the Torah. Traditionally, many have pointed to Jebel Musa, a mountain in the southern Sinai Peninsula, as the biblical Mount Sinai. This identification is rooted in early Christian tradition, particularly since the establishment of St. Catherine's Monastery in the 6th century, which bolstered the site's reputation. Pilgrims have flocked to this location, guided by texts and the enduring power of tradition. However, recent archaeological and scholarly investigations challenge this identification. Dr. Emanuele Anati, a renowned Italian archaeologist, has spent years studying the region of Har Karkom, a mountain located in the Negev desert of modern-day Israel. His extensive research, documented in the publication The Mountain of God, 2001, includes findings of ancient petroglyphs, altars, and other artifacts that date back to the Bronze Age. Anati argues that these discoveries align with the time when the Israelites would have been wandering the desert, suggesting that Har Karkom could be the actual Mount Sinai. Additionally, Professor Israel Finkelstein, a prominent archaeologist from Tel Aviv University, has highlighted the lack of evidence supporting a significant settlement on the traditional Sinai Peninsula site during the proposed Exodus period, around the late Bronze Age, circa 1300–1200 BCE. His work, published in The Bible Unearthed, 2001, emphasizes the importance of archaeological congruence with the biblical narrative, which the traditional site lacks. Genetic studies also offer intriguing insights. Research by Dr. Doron Behar and others, published in the American Journal of Human Genetics, 2010, analyzed the genetic markers of Jewish populations worldwide. The findings suggest a genetic continuity dating back to the ancient Near East, supporting the historical plausibility of a desert migration. While this doesn't pinpoint the exact location of Mount Sinai, it strengthens the argument for a migration story with roots in the broader region, potentially near Har Karkom. Yet some scholars, like Dr. James Hoffmeier, argue for maintaining the traditional identification of Jebel Musa. In his book Israel in Egypt, 1998, Hoffmeier contends that the monastic tradition and early Christian testimonies provide a compelling case. He points to the mountain's geographical features, which align with biblical descriptions, and its long-standing veneration as corroborative evidence. Despite this, the counter-arguments remain formidable. The lack of archaeological remnants from the Exodus period at Jebel Musa presents a significant challenge. Furthermore, the reliance on tradition alone is insufficient in the face of scientific scrutiny. The archaeological richness of Har Karkom, coupled with its alignment with the biblical timeline, presents a more compelling case. The artifacts discovered by Dr. Anati, dating from the late 3rd millennium and early 2nd millennium BCE, suggest a site of religious significance during the period traditionally associated with the Exodus. In conclusion, while Jebel Musa holds a revered place in religious tradition, the evidence does not support it as the historical Mount Sinai. The absence of archaeological evidence from the Exodus period is a critical flaw in its candidacy. Har Karkom, with its archaeological findings and timeline alignment, emerges as a more likely candidate for the biblical Mount Sinai. The search for Mount Sinai's true location is not just a quest for a physical place, but an exploration of our understanding of ancient history and its enduring impact. Where do you believe the real Mount Sinai lies?